Hello guys and dolls. Today we're looking at the Hornby Railway's Great Western Railway King Class Henry VIII locomotive number R349. This is the unboxing and review. You can expect to get a locomotive like this for about £50 from eBay. There she is. Let's get her out of the box. How about that? Here is the tender. Now, how about getting this loco onto the turntable and having a closer look? Here we see the King Class locomotive on the turntable, and this is giving us a 360-degree view. Right. Stop it. Let's have a closer look, shall we? First thing to note is that this is Great Western livery, which is a pre-war livery before nationalisation. So you would have to be modelling a preserved line or a pre-war line for this to fit your scenario. There is a separately fitted handrail along here. There's quite a nice shiny safety valve, I think that is, and this is also is only plastic, but it's picked out in metallized plastic, and there are plastic, I think this might be metal horn, metal whistle. If we go along here, you'll see there is the name, Henry VIII, who very famously had 6 wives. And there's a song, Henry VIII I Am. And here is the number 6013, I think it is. We go along to the tender. We see the lovely Great Western logo. Looking at the front of the loco, we know there's not very much detail, but there's a nice red buffer beam. The buffers are not sprung. Looking at the rear of the loco, once again we know that there is not a great deal of detail. There's also a nice red buffer beam, but again the buffers are not sprung. And here there is the standard Hornby large D-type coupling. Looking down at the loco from above, we know that there's no noticeable join along the top of the boiler, which is a good point. A common fault with these kinds of models is there's a join along the top of the boiler. Now we're going to turn the model over and look at the underside. Let's take the track. You can see in this example the wheels are all nice and shiny, which is something to look for if you're buying second hand. Very often there's corrosion on the wheels, which is a bad sign. Also the tender wheels are also nice and shiny, which is a good sign. You'll note here that there are traction tyres on the tender because this is a ring-filled motor and it's tender driven. If we look again at this is just freewheeling. So there's nothing to go wrong with this mechanism, it's just a freewheeling mechanism. Although the loco is tender driven, it also has pickups on the front wheels, and there's a contact here to allow that to happen. It's now time to get it on the track and see how well it performs. the moment of truth effects, will she run? Yes? It's a bit hesitant on the express points. Express points test. It's a bit hesitant. Well, it does go across the express points, but she's a bit hesitant. Other points and radius test. Well, gets round it. Well, gets round it with a struggle, but no derailment. Yes, time to collect some coaches.